We're away. I MacGyvered the shit out of this podcast, man.
All you're missing is a mullet.
A mullet?
MacGyver's mullet.
I know what it is. I hate mullets.
What about Eddie Guerrero's?
What about it? It's the reason he had a heart attack.
Whoa, too soon? Nah, it's never too soon.
No, nothing's too soon.
So you MacGyvered that shit. So
I
basically, so Dylan was nice enough to come to my house, sitting in the air-conditioned living room.
Oh, that was a good move.
You pretty much had an orgasm when you walked in.
Oh, the air conditioning was on at home, but then I left home and drove.
Because I timed it well. I'm like, I'm going to have a cigarette on the front porch before you get here.
Yeah.
And I lit it as you're walking into the driveway.
Yeah.
And you're standing there in the hot, hot sun. And I'm like, can't let the bros just stand here in the sun.
Yeah.
So had 3 drags in the old cigarette.
Yeah.
And then we walk in here and it's like, you're like, oh my God.
Oh, it was
I'm
so
like,
good.
because I was about 5 steps behind you. I'm like, am I going to walk in? You're just jacking it in my living room.
So, like, the other thing is, because, like, we have air conditioning at home, obviously, in the lounge, and it's good, but I don't think our air conditioner is as good as your air conditioner.
I think it's just
a mighty cold.
Yeah, I get hot really quick.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Like, I think I crashed, like, I was watching something on Netflix 2 nights ago, and I crashed in here, and our dog, was too cold.
Yeah?
It was too cold in here with the gun.
Oh, man.
Ah, well, you know, you're fine. You can lick your own dick, so
Yeah.
like, what are you complaining about?
So the MacGyvering is that I forgot to bring an SD card to record onto. So the recorder doesn't have any built-in memory. I forgot the SD card because the last thing I recorded on here was a podcast with Morgan for his podcast.
Ring awareness.
And
Ep40 is up.
Yeah, we use his SD card, and I forgot to put mine back in.
Mm.
And so what I did is I MacGyvered it to a computer, and it's recording through a computer.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
How good's that?
Yeah.
You were so chuffed. Look at you.
I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty proud.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud I thought of that.
Pretty proud.
This is essentially the setup we had for the 24-hour pod.
Nice.
Except no camera and shit.
No aircon. It wasn't that hot then, though.
No, we did that. November's the right time to do that.
Yeah.
It never got cold, but it also didn't get too hot.
Is it just me, or does that 24-hour pod seem so long ago?
It does. It was a while ago. It was November. Started November.
Well,
we are
if
mid-Feb.
you reflect now, like, it's what, 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Can we just now admit how fucking strenuous and hard that was?
Yeah, it was.
It was brutal.
Oh, it was brutal.
But it didn't hit us till after.
Yeah.
It didn't hit us till after. But it's been a while. It's been a minute. Where the fuck you been?
Not where have I been, motherfucker? Where have you been? I've been here.
You know, well, I've been here too.
Yeah.
In this house.
Feels
Feels like I've got like an ankle bracelet. I'm on house arrest because I'm just bound to home. But like the last week, I've been talking to people.
Yeah.
But for like last 3-4 weeks since the hospital, when they said that the next 4 to 6 weeks is going to be hell, they weren't kidding. It has been fun.
Because medical people often just over-exaggerate to make it seem when it's least, it's not so bad.
Mm.
But this time they were like, no.
Well, because this time it was dead serious. Like I said, when I read the discharge papers from the hospital,
It said, this motherfucker's still alive? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I'm like, he discharged all over my papers?
Yeah.
Those people use Kleenex.
All the sticky stuff.
Yeah. How do you wipe your dick with A4 300 GSM? I don't know.
No, it's not hard.
300 GSM? Like,
yeah, that's a bit overkill for us.
Yeah, that's for a business card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, no, it's good. It's, I don't want to, like, talk about, like, I talked about this just before we started recording, like, because it feels like a fucking broken record with me. Like, this time last year, I was going through it, like, through hell. Yeah. What I perceived was hell. Yeah. But the last 2 months, because, you know, like, your mortality, like, you've, like, you know, even though we feel old, and we are old, my birthday next week, who gives a fuck?
I was going to say, I was going to bring that up, actually. I had a note to bring it up.
And it's like, who cares, right? But, like, we are still fucking young. And I was getting... Yeah. I got news that no one in their 30s should get, and I've been bound to the bed in incredible pain. Yeah. But with it felt like no end in sight for the last month. Yeah. I've gained about 10, 12 kilos. Yeah. I'm on heavy drugs for another 3 or 4 weeks, and that just compounds when you're living under the influence of all these prescription drugs. Yeah. it just compounds everything.
Yeah.
When you're strapped to the bed, your daughter has to look after you, and you're in a lot of crippling pain.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's been brutal. And I know you said I should really sort of touch on the whole, like, where I've been. Been to hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's been, because usually, like, the people that know me, like, when I get sick, I'm off the grid for like between 4 to 7 days, where I'm just bedridden. And then I sort of, like, I wake up one morning and I'm like, yo, I'm good.
Yeah, and you get like a couple good days.
Let's roll. Like, sometimes I'll get a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
This time was different because I'll get to like week 1, nothing. Week 2, nothing. And that's a week. When I say a week, I shouldn't gloss over that. A week in your bedroom, in your bed,
Yeah.
when you have trouble sleeping,
Yeah.
is hell.
It's a long time.
And you're just swimming in those thoughts. And there were times where I'll get I'll get upset and like lying there in bed.
Yeah.
Problem is I can't go to sleep. So now it's compounded because now I'm just swimming in it, and you're just looking at the clock, 2:30, 3:30. It's hell. And
It's
that's day
7
one.
days for 24 hours a day, not that everyone else.
And that was for about 3.5, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So you get to week 3. It's like, oh, man, this is bad. And it was only just last week. It was in the middle of the night. I went outside and so when my dad passed away,
Yeah.
and the ambos came and stuff, there was only one star we could see in the sky, and it was the North Star.
Yeah.
So I always talk to the North Star when I
Yeah.
talk to Dad.
Yeah.
And I had the same thing I did like a year ago, where I was looking at the shed, and I was like, it just gave me the creeps.
Yeah.
And the whole, ideation of suicide, like,
Yeah.
it was all I thought about.
Yeah.
All day, all night. It was like I was building myself up to do it.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you feel like you have nothing left to give,
Yeah.
and I'm talking specifically about being a parent.
Yeah.
When you feel like you've got nothing left to give, Kiana, my daughter's always been my safety net.
Sure.
Any parent, you can testify to this. Any parent will tell you when it comes to that, like, you just want the misery of your, what you perceive as misery in your life,
Yeah.
to end.
Yeah.
Your kids come into play,
Oh, 100%.
and that's been my safety net as well.
Yeah.
But when that gets taken away, when
Yeah.
you take that away,
Yeah.
it's a scary place.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you're in this dark hole and you're slipping down this well. The problem is the deeper you get, the slipperier it gets.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a point where it's just it's just water and mud. You can't climb back up. And the last time I felt like that was that time that started this whole podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was like, since I was new to it, I guess it was such a shock at the time. Like, I had like snow climbing shoes and I could climb my way up.
Yeah.
This time around I was wearing jandals.
Yeah.
It was too slippery, but I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And I realized, like, week 4 and I'm only getting worse. But now I've sold myself the idea that is the best thing to do. I'm in the way. I'm just, like, not just feeling like you're not worth anything.
Yeah.
But when you actually feel like you're a hindrance to everyone,
Yeah.
you sell that idea to yourself. Where all of a sudden your kid is no longer the safety net because this is lack of sleep, the mental health, everything.
Yeah.
Weeks and weeks of that. So you're not in your best frame of mind,
Yeah.
obviously. And you sell it to yourself, the idea that this will be good for her. How unbelievably, when you say it in hindsight, I've got the shakes. Like, it makes me feel, that's a shitty thing to say, but at the time, it's like, man. And
You're trying to find logic in it.
yeah, it becomes
You're trying
tangible.
to justify.
Yeah, you
things.
justify it. It
Yeah.
becomes a tangible thing, like a real thing.
Yeah.
And then all I could think about in my head was like the coiled orange extension cord in there.
Yeah.
So that night last week, I was like, what the fuck? This can't be it for me. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be. The reason what's got me through the last few years
Yeah.
is it's like, even like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
People keep saying I should write a book about, like, it's insane the journey I've had. I can't be, like, I keep telling myself, I can't be like the most unluckiest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah.
This all must be for a reason.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point I'm like, maybe this is it for me. And I'm like, this can't be it. You know, and then it just, I don't know what, and this is the part, like, this is what the weird thing is, it just something clicked.
Yeah.
I'm like, pull yourself to fucking together, man.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, what do you, yeah, like, you gotta dealt a shitty hand. You gotta play the hand better than everyone. Or, like, it's harder for you. Like, people, you know, some people, they get life easy. Some people get it a little bit harder. It just means you have to fight a little bit harder.
That's right, yeah.
You know, fucking dig your toes in and fucking fight.
Yeah.
And it just turned around. And I think I was only, and then the next couple of days when I got hold of yourself, Tyron, Morgan, and I don't know, it just felt different.
It's good.
You know, but that's where I've been. I've just been in hell.
Yeah, yeah.
It sucks worrying people.
Yeah.
And I know, like, I've said this on this podcast many times, like, some, you know, you and I will talk about the shit that we're going through.
Yeah.
And it seems real doom and gloom.
Yeah.
At the time, but I don't want to, you know, undersell it. Like, this was too close for comfort.
Yeah.
Because I think at the back of my mind, like, I knew, I feel like I was never ever going to do that.
Yeah.
Take that step and take things and matters in my own hands. But this time around was different because I sold that idea to myself that this is a good thing for everyone.
Yeah.
And for me.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to be a shit friend and not be around, I can't do the things I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, my own daughter has to look after me when it should be the other way around. You know, like, and then the crippling pain, the bleak health issues.
Yeah.
Only getting worse and worse. Feels like snowballing. When all that, we put all that into a blender, you mix it. That's a cocktail of death, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here,
amazing.
and I just want to, I guess, take this time to anyone who's listening, who I know and love. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you guys know who you are, because I did undersell it as much as I could. Try to put poker face on.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, even at the Comedy Awards last year, I was not good.
Yeah.
There was a reason why I didn't do acceptance speeches.
Yeah.
You know, for those awards, because I knew that would give it away. It was because I was slurring my words.
Yeah.
I wasn't well. I was shaky.
Yeah.
And I was trying to play it off like as a joke, you know, and then, but nah, I haven't been well for a while, but something has changed.
Yeah.
Over the last week.
Do you think the meds have something to do with it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that. They said that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be how they, because you know, one guy came in, and he wasn't in New Zealand. I don't want to give away too much because I'm in Palmy, so Palmy Hospital was.
Yeah,
but he comes in and he was just like, Mr. Vescom. I was like, and he had an oversized suit with, and it was navy blue, and they had gold buckles. It was like he dresses at Save Mart, but he's like some head honcho.
Yeah.
He's like, I had to meet the guy who has the most amount of pages I've seen on a medical file. You got hit by train? I was like, yeah, I got hit by a train. You had kidney failure? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you should not be here. Usually, he's like, pages 70, 30, 40, you 168. Pages of doom and gloom. And you sit here making everybody laugh.
Yeah.
I had to meet the guy. I'm like, are you some sort of big shot with your oversized coat?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Mr. Vescom. Pointing at me like, but I became like a bit of a, I guess in hindsight, a bit of a freak show.
Oh, okay.
Come see the freak.
Yeah.
Step right up.
2 bits.
Man, staying in a hospital was a trip. I was in there for 12 days, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was just some weird shit. Like, there was the first 4 days I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
But they gave me these diuretics where I had to piss all the time. But I couldn't walk, so I had to piss in this bottle. And like,
I've done that.
Nurses don't give a fuck. I have my own room, but they just fly right in. But the thing is, though, like, like you're just standing there, like, you're like, oh, it's okay, Mr. Vescom, I'm here to have your bloods. I'm like, just dick in the
bottle. Yeah. When I was in there for my ankle, right, I had to piss in the bottle.
Is it those plastic green ones?
Yeah, because I couldn't get up. broken ankle. And I was in obviously with the other bone people. Like everyone was in there for bone things. And I was in a room of 4, and the people across from me were measuring they had stopped measuring in days. Like, because the days had become years. Like, they were in there for 1 year plus. People.
If you're in there for a year plus, give a motherfucker a room.
I know, right?
How long did it?
I
just strolled right into my own room. Like, this is your room, sir. I had my own bathroom, my own shower.
But these were just bone people. They weren't bone and people.
Still, if you've done a lag of over a year...
Yeah, there's a dude there who was over a year. There was another guy there who was over 100 days, easy. But, the over 100 days guy, like, we're talking on a diagonal, like, diagonally across the room. And we're talking, and I see him fiddling with his blanket. And then I just hear piss in the bottle. And he's pissing as he's talking. And I was like, bro, have you got no shame? And he's like, when you start measuring in months, you stop giving a fuck.
You don't give a fuck.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you will just piss and shit in front of everyone.
Also, I don't know if people know this, but do you know that you don't have to wear those gowns?
No, you don't.
It's 2023 now.
Yeah.
Find a gown with a back on it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. And these motherfuckers are going for their daily walks down the corridor, ass out. They don't give a fuck.
Nah,
but they're like 80, 90. We're the Carmen Electras and Pamela Andersons in the world. I'm not showing my age.
You're on a different ward, bro.
Yeah. But like it,
Yeah.
So that's where I've been.
Yeah. Okay. And you're here now. You're home.
And I know, but I feel good.
Yeah. Good. You look happy.
No, I in terms of like the weight gain, like who gives a shit? You can lose weight.
Yeah, fuck it.
And like the health and kidneys, like hope and faith that things will come back to the way they are.
Yeah.
But in terms of the mental health, I don't know. I've just turned a page.
Good.
Karen and I, when you came around, we're like doing juicing and like blending. Because it's taking a little while, but she'll be that's her office soon. Because she'll be doing homeschooling, it's just taking a little while.
Office.
Her room, like she'll be homeschooling soon.
Yeah.
So she'll be
constantly.
No, she's always constantly here. When people are like,
no, she'll be constantly busy in there.
Yeah, like take it a break. I love little shit to death, but
you need a little bell.
When sometimes people are like, so does she stay at her mum's for the weekends? I'm like, I fucking wish. 7 days a week.
You don't wish though.
Nah.
You say that and she'll be gone.
2 hours later, like,
yeah, you're like,
having fun?
Yeah, can I come?
Do you have more fun at her house than mine?
Be
honest. Don't lie to me. Dad's more fun.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah. Does she have a 4K TV? No. Why even there? Does she have aircon? A fan?
Fan and a spray bottle.
Oh, man. That? But here we are. We've got it's been a minute, but I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel like I'm going to be around a little bit more, so it won't be a long time between drinks.
Yeah.
So
I feel
2023, baby.
I feel then we should have a discussion, you and I, about what we want to achieve in the 3 and the 23.
And the 3 and 23.
The 23.
2000.
We were talking about. I was talking about years with my daughter the other day, and she's like, I wasn't even alive for the new millennium, for the new century. Oh, that's right. We're watching the show. It was one of those videos. It was much like how The Simpsons, that you see in The Simpsons, is like, what life will be like in the 21st century.
Oh, that's like...
And it was made in the 1960s.
Yeah, it's like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm not wearing a pasta drainer on my head.
No, but I still want those shoes.
Yeah, those Nikes.
Yeah.
You're only $2,000, no big deal.
What was I saying? Oh, she's like, I wasn't even alive to get into the 21st century. And then she's like, when's the next 22nd? Is that like... And I was like, that's in like... I was like, that's in like the year 3001.
Well, it was like one time, like, you're filling out like... It's like I was filling out something on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So like date of birth.
Yeah.
And then like, how it's 2000 and something, and I put it down to 19.
Yeah.
And like Kiana was like, 19? I was like, hey, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a golden age.
She always asked me, what did she ask me?
I'm like, you're lucky this isn't the 19, like, whatever. Because back then, we could beat our kids. You want to go back to that time? She's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I put 8. And she's like, 8? I'm like, okay. Okay.
My daughter goes as well the other day. She goes, this is a few days before that. She goes, you know how it's 2023? I was like, yeah. She goes, when it was just 2000, what did you call it? I'm like,
It was the end of the world.
2000. She's like, She goes, so you didn't call it 20,000? I was like, no, it's an extra zero, hun. She's like,
See,
so
then
you just
there'll
called
be
it 2000, the year 2000. I said, yeah. She's like, I thought you'd have to clarify it somehow. I was like, no.
It's those moments where you're like, I'm the old motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, 2023. Let's we've got some big plans.
Yes.
You know, so 2022 was our rookie year.
Yeah, we are jumping off here.
That's our rookie card.
Yeah. I think the first thing is,
This is our sophomore year.
yeah, we achieved a lot. I think we have to.
We achieved a lot
Look at
without trying to achieve anything at all,
Yeah.
except for keeping each other alive. This
Yeah.
was selfishly for you and I,
It was.
but here we are.
We did a lot.
We're an award-winning podcast now,
We won an award. Yeah.
so we need to pull our socks up and do the
Award
things
winning.
that we've been wanting to do for so long anyway.
Yeah. That's right. So I'm thinking we need.
Is
to
this like a dream list?
Let's do a dream list. Not in a realistic dream list. Not like a.
Well, no, but
we want a
what's a
TV
dream?
show.
Dream is a goal, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. These are our goals, but
Yeah. But
a
I
goal
don't
list
want to be
sounds
like I want to be the first podcast.
goal
on
list
Mars,
sounds
because that's not going to happen.
whack.
Yeah.
Dream list.
It would be cool to be the first podcaster on Mars, though, wouldn't it? Right. And coming you from Mars, the red planet.
No reception. No audience. We'd have to wait to get back to Earth to upload it.
It'd be worth it.
It'd be so worth it. I would have Matt Damon still up there planting potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah. And for dinner tonight, mashed potatoes and potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to do another 24-hour pod.
Yep.
Even though it was
Is
like
that for Gummy Friday?
maybe. That's a logical thing
I feel like
to
that
do.
should be our WrestleMania. That should be our once a year.
WrestleMania.
That should be our WrestleMania. Like
Oh,
that's-
our WrestleMania. I thought you mean like do it for WrestleMania.
do it at WrestleMania. Okay, fine.
No.
You pull my leg.
No.
The business will pay
No,
for it.
thanks.
There's no business account though. Make it happen.
I think you mean a pod mania. Because we're not wrestling. No, because it's not our WrestleMania because we're not wrestling.
Oh,
It'd be a pod mania.
Podlamia.
Probably would be
because
too.
the crash, the sound effect pad.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Oh, there we go. There we go. Always forget those buttons.
Bing. Okay. So lay it on me. Like lay it on me. 2023. Before you jump. Wish list.
Plans. Yeah.
Plans. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll call it plans. Blueprint. Quarterback this for me.
I want to get the people we couldn't get for the 24-hour pod
Oh yeah.
on normal pods.
Yeah. I want Stan Walker to sing the national anthem
No,
a cappella
I want him to sing.
in your in the studio.
I want him to sing "Crowded House, Don't Dream It's Over"
Oh wow.
because he's.
Yeah, he's the best.
Oh,
He's the best.
have you heard it?
Yeah, I feel his
Oh,
covers are
man.
stupid. They are insanely good.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
so good! I stumbled across it because I was on a thing, and it was like,
And then Scribe busts through the door.
What?
Because we get Scribe as well.
oh yeah, I'd love to get Scribe.
Oh, and now we're just dropping names that we were
Yeah.
meant to.
Yeah.
Because remember that the first episode, before the potty, when we put on Facebook, when we're like, these are some of the names.
Yeah.
But we've got heaps more hopefully to come.
Yeah.
But we didn't divulge.
No.
Well, we just divulged two.
Yeah. So that was 2.
Scribe and Stan Walker.
Yeah. Who else?
But
did we-
Stan Walker was, we might as well tell people, like, it was looking like he could be coming in to Palm.
What, yeah.
Oh my God. But COVID fucked it.
I want to get KC back and do an hour with him because my god, that's one of the podcasts that lived with me the longest.
Calvin Crookshank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
I said,
God.
like, it stuck with me from. Remember that time that Keanu and I came over with Hell's Pizza?
Yeah.
And, like, I told you that phone call where it's just like, hi, Calvin, it's Calvin. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
holy
yeah,
shit, I was
that's
just fucking talking about you. He's like, I know. Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to do the whole like. I don't want him to use his natural.
Nah,
voice.
nah, he's
I
got
just
a
want
story.
to talk to him.
Yeah, he's
You know
got
what
some
I mean?
stories.
I want his shit
And he's overcome a lot of adversity.
a lot. Yeah.
And- Okay, yeah, so talk to guests.
Yeah. So there's a few big guests I really want to get on.
Now, when you say you want to do another 24-hour potty, are you talking about the Gummy Friday or are you talking about like a separate one?
I don't know, because Gummy Friday, when we were doing it for them, kind of turned out to be a bit of a fucking nightmare. But
Yeah, Mike King owes us.
that's who we got to get.
Yeah. But we can't blame him. It was
it was other people.
It was because that was the week that that video on the rock went viral,
yeah.
and he was the most wanted man in New Zealand.
Yeah, so I'd love to get him. I think we should aim for Jacinda. You know what I mean? She's not working anymore.
What
She'll
else
probably use the exposure, you know.
Yeah.
If not Clark, you know. I mean, what's he got to do?
Clark Gayford.
Hey, I'm Clark.
I was on Treasure Island, and
I like to fish.
Nah, I reckon he should just be like Matt Damon in Team America, like
Matt Damon.
Clark Gayford. So Clark, what's it like, being the other half to the ex-prime minister, Clark Gayford?
It's real cool.
Are you thirsty? You want something to drink, something to eat? Clark Gayford. Just leave.
So he's like, I am
Clark Gayford. Clark Gayford. Just Jesus. Okay.
It's an hour of that.
Yeah. And it doesn't get old.
No, after 20 minutes, we just stopped talking to him, mate. We just talk to each other, and he's like...
No, we've left.
Yeah, he's still going.
We went to the drive-thru, come back, we walk in. Who's he talking to? Just people, and he's like, Clark Gayford. Clark Gayford.
Signing his own name on a piece of paper over and over again.
And it's like that scene from Liar Liar when he just appears from the bottom of the desk, and he's got the word blue written all over his face. He's like, the pen is blue. The pen is blue. The goddamn pen is blue. And he just collapses on the ground.
Okay, cool. Can't wait for that. We're going to have to video that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I've got two other goals. I want to do a food podcast or video podcast.
Well, why don't we... Yeah, so in order to do that...
Yeah.
Creating like a brand.
Yeah.
Creating like a presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want a food podcast. We've already discussed the name.
A Palmy, because we live in Palmy. So
No, I don't want to limit it to Palmy.
Nice.
I want to venture.
Yeah,
even if it's just one or two places.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to, like...
Because we're dead serious. Because I love those questions. When you meet people, you're just getting to know them, and it's just like, hey, do you like pies?
Yeah.
Where's
like, the best pie?
Because I've heard some doozies.
Yeah.
But I've said it time and time again. Like, I only listen to 3 people when it comes to food advice. Everyone else can get fucked.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Totally.
And it's like, it'll be cool to have like a local. It's an excuse to be gluttonous, really.
Yeah, I just want to eat pies.
Where's the best Skinder? And like, you name it.
My God, that would be a good one.
Enter food here. And what was the name that you coined? You actually coined it on Morgan's Ring Awareness. Like potty.
Yeah. Before you eat.
Before you eat.
Yeah. ...
And
so the reason I said we should do it more than Palmy is so we can tie it into a travel podcast.
Before you go.
Before you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Before you go?
And I actually know how I want that one to go.
Before you road trip? Nah, before you go is good.
Before you go is good. No. So I want that podcast to have a specific format where instead of being you go somewhere and you record there about all the things you're doing and you record as you go. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
What I want to do is I want one of us to go somewhere and then do all the stuff and then come back and tell the other person about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not as like a...
Because it would make it logistically hard, especially for yourself, to like just up and go all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to understand why you only want one of us to go. Because
I want... This is what I don't want, okay? I don't want it...
I just picture a lonely motherfucker sitting in a Chinese restaurant, like...
No. So this is what I don't want. I don't want to be like, hey, I'm here live in Levin at the Levin Cafe.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
You just get
and soon we're gonna cut and we're gonna go to the Arahanui Hospice shop because the only other shop I know in Levin.
Levin's not that fucking small.
I know, but I don't go
Cafe
there.
Anatolia.
Okay, there you go. And they're like, now I'm here in the hospice shop with Mary, who runs the knitting section. I don't want that. That sucks. What I want is before you knit. What I want is to be like, so fucking, I went to Levin, right? And you will not believe the shit I saw. And then you'd be like, they've got this fucking Anatolia. Was that what the name?
Cafe Anatolia.
Cafe Anatolia. And fuck me, I ate some fried chicken. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. I want it to be describing it to someone who hasn't been. And the person who hasn't been can react honestly and be like, did this? What about this? And what about that? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I want. I want it to be a reflection of a travel
Before you eat.
and before you go.
Mm.
Yeah, and you can do an accompanying.
A fat cunt's guide to fine dining in the Manawatu.
Yeah, well, it could be anywhere. But the thing is, the before you go.
I like it how you argued it could be anywhere and not the fat cunts part.
No. But the cool thing is about that is the other cool thing about it is I want it to be like, let's say we use Morgan, right? Because we use him for everything. Let's say Morgan's going to go do a show and he's doing it in like New Plymouth, right? So we could get him to go and do some shit in New Plymouth for us and come back and tell us. And he's like, oh, this is where I stayed. This was really good. Here was good. Here was bad. Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be us going. It could be anyone going. Or people could message us and be like, I'm going to Fiji. And we'll be like, fucking yes. Here's the kind of shit we want you to find out. We want you to eat some local food.
How smooth is it inside those coconut bras?
Yeah, we really want to know that.
Are those areolas,
Do they make
up?
testicle coconut bras?
Mm.
Just stuff like that.
Testicle coconut. I know. I get okay, like a testicle hammock.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah, bra was a bad word.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. I want to do those two. The other one I really want to do, I've been talking to someone about this. Right, is
Pardon me. Casting couch.
oh, yuck! No. Gross. Have you seen people in this town?
hey, pets need love too. Like what?
Pets need love.
What kind of channel is this? It's very niche.
So I did an amazing gig the other day. I emceed and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm not going to park.
Fucking toot.
Yeah, I did an amazing job. And
roses were thrown at your feet.
Oh, it was great.
Doves appeared.
Woman were kissing me.
Princess
Men were
appeared
jerking
and
me
started
off.
playing Purple Rain.
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
Michael Jackson just randomly moonwalked across the stage behind you.
Yeah, after some children.
God damn.
It was a great show. Everyone on the
show.
show was solid, right? Afterwards, we're in the Globe Cafe having a drink, right? And it's the headline act, Alan McElroy, who, if you haven't seen him, please do. Nathan Cross, Morgan Hunter-Bell, the other people who are on, Katie and Alex. And we're all talking, and I mentioned that the problem with New Zealand is there's no New Zealand showcase of stand-up comedy on TV. All there is 7 days, and have you been paying attention, and that's shit. Like, those programs are shit. And if you're listening going, I like them, you don't know what New Zealand comedy is, right? You think that's
You don't
New
even
Zealand comedy.
know.
Yeah, you don't even know. Especially have you been paying attention, because they get people off the radio and other personalities on that show to be comedians, and they're not comedians because they're not the dudes out there grinding the fucking stage. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, putting in the work to the art form.
Yeah, like
There's
only
a
getting
lot to
paid like $20 for a gig.
It'll be the hardest thing you've ever done,
Yeah.
and you can't just walk up there and just hit a home run.
No, like they're the guys who have people write for them on the radio, come up with the segments, produce it all for
And
them.
they get by because they're quote-unquote Kiwi celebrities.
Exactly. So I don't want those fuckers, right? I want the grinders. And I don't want people who are already on TV. I want people who aren't. I want to showcase the Dan Braders of the world. Or I want to showcase the Alexander Sparrows of the world, or the Katie Boyles, or the Cowles, or the Morgans. Do you know what I mean? And so I want to do a YouTube channel where we put on a show with like 3 people on the show. They each do 20 minutes. You have an MC, they each do 20 minutes. Everyone gets paid whatever the door is. And we record it in real good quality. We edit it really well.
I was going to ask you about
and
that.
it gets uploaded onto a site where people can go and watch proper New Zealand comedy. Unfiltered, unedited. And I say editing because what we'll do is we'll cut out like big gaps and silences and shit. You know, boost the audio and whatever we need to do there. But not take out jokes. Like leave everything in. Unless the person's like, that joke didn't land well, can you take that joke out? Do you know what I mean? Because you do have nights where a joke that's...
So it's like it's a amateur comedy showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Semi-amateur, because I
don't
want
like
them to do
I don't
20
like the
minutes.
word amateur though. I don't
No.
like the word
Amateurs if you're doing 6.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, no, it's going to be a solid 20-minute set.
Yeah. Okay.
And if the video you're on makes any money, like, you know, through Facebook or YouTube, whatever, you get that money. Like, it goes to the person who did that. But you also get the door, right? There is one big downside of that, is that you're burning material.
Well, yeah,
Potentially
but like,
burning material.
are you burning material, or is it going to a wider audience?
Both, really.
It's a bit of both.
It's a bit of both, yeah. Because like, if that video gets a real good response and someone's like, I really like that, could you come to
exactly
like Auckland?
It can open opportunities if you look.
Yeah,
but I get what you mean.
You can't go do that material because you've burnt it.
Yeah,
you know.
There's also like in terms of quality, like recording. So we need equipment.
Yes,
and and I'm sorry, but you do need money for having an online presence.
Yeah,
helps big time.
Oh yeah,
but like I don't want to like this is the dream list. I don't want to talk about the semantics of money. You know, that's something that we can.
That's why I'm getting Nathan Cross involved. Not because Nathan Cross has money. Quite the opposite,
bro. I could just go flip some cars. Boom, boom, boom. Smack back, boom.
Yeah, you do.
Walla wing wong. And boom, some Jordans.
We thought we could look for a grant.
Yeah.
A grant to pay for that, and then
if you do it all right and correctly, and we've got such a talented group of friends.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is like
who, you know.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We've got some funny motherfuckers. And
not just
friends.
Locals. Like we know a lot of like. Okay, a perfect example is like love or hate him. I really like Nathan Bond, right? I think he's a cool comedian. He's funny as hell. He's got a cool style. Do you know what I mean? But he's never going to be on 7 Days. He's never going to get that exposure where he should, because he's winning awards.
How whack is it that in New Zealand it seems like the stepping stone to becoming New Zealand famous comedian is either as a disc jockey on a radio station, or 7 Days. The only two ways to get through. Yeah, you know, because even though it's not on TV or anything, people who aren't really aware of the comedy scene don't realize how like the rumblings. It's like because you know New Zealand always gets shit last. Yeah. Right. Look at comedy right now in North America. Yeah. Look at Netflix. Yeah. It's like stand-up comedy is booming right now.
Oh, it's huge.
It's on the up.
Although I will say this, I think what you're going to find really soon is that more big comedians, Chappelle, for example, Bill Burr, they're going to go away from Netflix, I reckon.
Well, Louis C.K. does it.
That's why I think they're going to do that, because he makes so much more money.
But more importantly, you own your shit.
Yeah, that's it. It's his forever.
And you don't have to apologize to nobody. If you don't like it, this is my website, motherfucker. Like
I watched an interview with him with Theo Von today, right? On Theo Von's podcast.
Buzzy, so did I.
Oh, did you?
So shit. Oh, it's not so crazy.
Yeah. So like, and they made exactly that point. He's like, Louis C.K. was like, these are my people. Do you know what I mean? Like, these are people who've always followed me. They're the ones buying it. He's like, so I'm not going to get any shit for it. I can say whatever I want because they're always going to follow me.
Yeah, but that's coming from someone who already has an established audience.
Oh, of course.
Right? So but the thing is, like in New Zealand, it's a little bit. I feel like that day will come for New Zealand, but it's just sad that there's so much talent in this fucking country. Yeah, but no one knows about it. Unless you're, totally. You know, like unless you're unless you actually pay attention to the posters on the wall on a bar window, or like you actually follow the social media like pages. Yeah, you wouldn't know. Like the average person, like because a lot of my mates they don't know. Half my mates don't even know who Brendan fucking Lovegrove is.
Oh, exactly.
Which blows my mind.
He's probably the best New Zealand comedian.
Right, and then people are like, "Who's Brendan Lovegrove?" I'm like, "Who's Brendan what now? Like, how the fuck do you not know who? Exactly. What's he on then?" That's always the question, bro. Yeah. What programs are you on then, bro? Like I'm like
that's not the be all.
That's the yardstick of that's the measurement of success. Yeah. In this country.
Exactly.
And it's just like so having some sort of platform where, you know, you don't have to have a contract with Bono and Jen. Yeah. You know, like I like that. That's cool.
I just like that idea of like.
Yeah. What I'm getting from you is more video shit, more.
Oh, I think more video would be great. Yeah, man, I'd love to set up a proper video studio because, like, I just think there's so much more we could be doing with video, and we've kind of got the technology. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, we've got most of the technology,
and I feel like what you know, I think the stars are aligning. Like, I've been beating myself up for, like, you know, for months and months and months and months.
Yeah.
About how so many things that we could be doing that I know how to do, but I'm sick. But I feel like just everything's just come full circle. Like, we just needed the time to get our head around all this podcast shit. Because
the biggest thing is
it's crazy.
The biggest thing is the video part. Like, that's the hardest bit at the moment, because that's the only gear I don't have. Like, I've got like my DSLR camera, but that would only do 29 minutes of video. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I'm limited to 29 minutes. Whereas some of the stuff I want to be longer.
So basically we want to branch out.
We want to branch out. Yeah, I want to do more than
and
a podcast.
get more of our friends involved, because there's so much talent.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. I think there's also I've had this idea for a really long time, and I want it to integrate it into this podcast where we just, but maybe it is something separate where we just interview interesting people. Doesn't have to be about mental health, just people who are interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like people like
the Chinese guy at the Noodle Man food truck.
There you go.
Hey, big boy.
Yeah. People with an interesting story. You know.
He is he's a good dude.
Auntie Shanti would be good.
Yeah.
She's got an interesting story.
My mum's got interesting stories
Your
about
mum?
growing up in the islands.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's some crazy stories.
Totally.
I've got some crazy stories.
Crazy
We all have
stories.
crazy stories.
Just people who are interesting. I just want to talk to them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to sit down with them and
everyone
talk
has
to
a
them.
story, but, you know, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I just think because it's like interviewing your Stan Walkers is cool and interesting and fucking great story. But that's not to say they're the only ones in the world with a story. Like, there's people in the world with just as good of a story, and they're not a recording artist. Do you know what I mean? They're definitely not as good of a singer, but they're not a recording artist. Maybe they can sing, but they're no Stan Walker. But they still got an interesting story.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I just think we should be doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
Just fuck it, why not?
That's a cool wish list.
Yeah. Like, just start putting shit out. Interview everyone.
Right.
I just want to interview just everyone in town. Everyone gets a turn.
You get a turn. You get a turn. You all get a turn. Okay, cool.
What about you?
Well, fuck, you stole all my ideas. So
Yeah. I mean, look, I could see
you're actually reading off my pad, right?
I could wish list all fucking day. Like, I want a show where I'm getting a blowjob the whole time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could wish list that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to last.
Not from you, but wow.
The
not if it's you.
The bicuspids.
I
I want to do YouTube reaction shit.
YouTube reaction shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like we all watch YouTube, some funny shit, just laugh together.
Do you know what I was thinking about the other day? This is funny. You should do YouTube reactions.
Reacting to someone's reaction.
Yes. So you never mention the original video. And I'll tell you how this came up.
Watching this guy like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's crazy. We're like,
yeah.
Their reactions are 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
It just trash. Like what's that poster on the back on his back wall?
That's what I want to do.
A real reactor wouldn't have a.
Because the other day I was watching this thing.
Poster.
I watched this one guy, and now he keeps coming up on my YouTube feed. So I've watched a few of his videos, and he's an American guy, and is falling in love. He's fallen in love with rugby, especially the All Blacks. He's
those Americans that react to
to watching the All Blacks or rugby in general for the first time. This dude loves the All Blacks. He loves TJ TJ. Perenara. The other day I'm watching it in the lounge and the kids are there and I kept pausing it to react to his reactions. Right. I was like, this would be funny. I also want to do, I've also had this idea before of like...
bad porn clips.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Like bad ones.
You couldn't put that on YouTube though. Without like blacking everything out. Yeah. And then what's the point? And
there's a lot of like quote unquote research.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incognito mode.
The other day I was playing like Sega ROMs on my computer.
What Sega were you playing?
It was just an emulator, so it was just all
Mega Drive. All the Segas.
It was just like it emulates every Sega.
Sega.
Actually, I was playing NBA Jam.
Oh, Tournament Edition.
Tournament Edition. Yeah, we can pick different players.
100%.
Yeah.
Did you go Chicago Bulls?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah, Scotty Pippen was
Bulls
the best player.
or Magic.
He's on fire.
Yeah, that's it.
He's
from
here
downtown.
Is it the shoes?
Yeah. And I was really bad at it, and I lost every fucking game.
Oh, that game's
And
yeah.
I was kind of commentating myself.
Yeah, cool.
I was like, this would make a funny YouTube video.
Oh, I'd be so down for that.
Yeah, so like we play old ROMs.
Yeah.
And suck at it. Can't be ones we're good at. We can't be like Alex the Kid.
See,
because there's already enough videos out there of people playing Alex Kid.
First of all, it's Alex Kidd.
Okay, whatever the fuck.
No, the.
Yeah.
Alex Kidd is his last name.
Okay.
It grinds my gears. Second of all, I'm good at a lot of those games.
Yeah.
Because that's how,
that's what
I can clock Alex Kidd.
Yeah, so that would be a boring video.
Yeah, look how good I am at this game.
But if you've never played like Bart Simpson versus the World, do you know what I mean?
If you have never,
if
you've never played basketball and know nothing about it, like, how do you
Yeah.
do the jump hoop?
Yeah.
How do you do the alley dunk?
How do you get the how do you get this ball into the peach
I
basket?
love sports. Go sports. Sports is fun.
Or like I've never played Madden on Sega. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to be shit at it. And I don't know the rules for American football, so I'm going to be extra shit at it.
Yeah.
So I just think it'll be fun to play it
Okay.
on and record
Yeah, I like that. See, there's so many things that I want to do as well. So
yeah, before you game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Before you go. Before
No,
you
actually,
eat.
I think it should be called old people playing video games badly.
Oh, does it have to be old?
Well,
Yeah. I feel like this opens the door for people that want to get involved, like as well. Like
Yeah.
but I feel like it will be all under one brand. Like we could. There's so many things I want to do. Like
Yeah.
the cool thing is like is if I go right back to what I was saying at the start about the whole like mental health, is the cool thing about what we've just done for the last 45 minute dream building. Dream building is an exercise where you're looking forward instead of being stagnant and go, I'm stuck.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like we did that organically. Like we're looking forward. So that tells me like we're not going anywhere. You know, like, and we are, you know, we want to make things better around us. We want to be, we want to make our life more enjoyable, fulfilling, so we have like a purpose. Feel like we have a purpose and we're not miserable. We just did that for the last 45 minutes. I just realized.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I want to do this
It's
year.
a cool way to start. Even though we did that one potty about a month ago, but this is a cool way to start the year.
Totally.
You know.
So
optimistic.
Watch out for more content.
Watch out for more content. Yeah,
and even if we get one of those things done, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like if we can get one thing, I think it'll be really fucking cool. But
what about covering live events?
Covering live events,
like doing a live podcast from a live event.
Yeah. So
Like
it's broadcast live.
What about doing our own version of alternative commentary?
For like a
Rumble, streaming something at like you know, and we're doing our own commentary to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So many things.
I think the problem is people won't watch it live. Because think about it, if you're going to watch Royal Rumble, are you going to listen to Cals and Dylan? Or are you going to listen to like...
Or just doing a podcast from a live event.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think doing a live podcast would be fun.
Yeah.
It's just got to work out the logistics of a venue that we can do it for free. Like a free venue.
What about if we get like a van with tinted windows?
Oh, I'm already fucking there.
And we pull up to like a supermodel who's run out of gas and needs a ride.
You think
and I slowly start offering her money.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, she wants to have coitus.
I mean...
And then she needs to go for a bathroom break, and then we just drive off in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
and I want to call it
that.
Bus Bangers. Right? $1 million idea.
It reminds me of that end scene of Dumb and Dumber. He's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
He's like, you're in luck. There's a town 8 miles that way.
I can't feel my hands.
Yeah.
They're numb. It's like, oh, well, perhaps you should take these extra pair of gloves. My hands are kind of sweaty. You have extra gloves these old times? Yeah. We're in the Rockies.
Hold on. I have to go back to something.
Pretty bird.
Yeah.
Pretty bird.
That scene is
Do you
amazing.
not feel this sellotape?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I do want to go back to something you just said, which is
bus bangers, right? So like you're just driving along.
not far off.
Okay.
I love the idea of having a mobile studio. Like Steve-O. Like, if you haven't seen Steve-O's show...
Okay, look, we've gone from, like, travel costs and a new camera, so now we're looking for an RV, a grant that's going to cover an RV. I mean, if you can... It's going to be a gutted-out Bedford. Like,
it's got to be a Bedford.
It's just like the van from Charles and Charles. Like, it's going to be, like...
I don't remember that
van. It's going to be the Scooby-Doo van, but no paint on it.
Yeah, a 1980 Vauxhall CF Bedford camper.
Remember the bobsled and Cool Runnings before they painted it? It's going to have that kind of coat to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to look like a rusty Robocop like erection.
Yeah.
Feel the rhythm.
Hey, there's one on Trade Me.
Oh my God, are you looking at it now?
Yeah. 1962 Morris LD5 commercial van, $250.
Jesus.
It looks rough, but we could fucking... It's like a house bus. Oh, hell yeah. I'm
Cinder blocks included. No tires, no engine,
does
no
not
roof.
start. It explodes on starting.
Yeah. There's been homeless people living in there. Yeah.
This one's almost done 1 million Ks.
What is it in like that movie? Like, yeah, like they get together and have, orgies. Like homeless men have orgies in this van. That's why the price is so low. Like they call it a soup kitchen.
It's like the start of, it's like that scene out of...
there was a used condom with a dead mouse in it. Gross.
Out of Ghostbusters, where he pulls up. He's like, it was a real bargain. Only needs shocks, brakes, suspension.
Yeah.
Like...
It's going to need Sean Koch's warrant of fitness.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a big dream. A mobile studio where we could go to people. Or like a mobile studio with a couple beds in it where we could go somewhere, do the town.
Smoke some weed.
Smoke some stuff. And... fucking sleep in the back of the van, get up the next day, go home, and it's all recorded. But none of this whole like, I'm down here at Joe's ice cream shop. Hey Joe, what's the flavor of the day?
We're actually going out of business.
Because
it's inclement winter. No one likes ice cream anymore. Everyone's lactose intolerant.
I was like, what are you talking about, Joe? Everyone loves ice cream. I come in it.
Yeah. It's gelato this, sorbet that.
Yeah, fat-free.
Yeah, you go, like, you rock up to do the interview, and it's like Ned Flanders, like, doing the leftorium, just, like, shutting it down.
Yeah.
Everyone's right-handed.
I just think that'd be so cool.
Okay.
I mean, like, look, right here. Here we go. 2005 Ford Transit van, like one of the big ones.
Oh, like the Courier.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Couriers have, with no windows in the back, so we can do anything in there. $1,200. Current bid $1,200. It's big, and it has got one window. Oh, it's got a few windows.
I'm gonna have to start gambling again.
You're gonna have to, big time.
I'm going to Auckland in a few weeks. Play some poker.
Just throw an airbed in the back of there. Do you know what I mean? Make sure there's a necktie that we can tie on the handle in case one of us is getting lucky. Most of you. I'll just be masturbating.
Watching.
Yeah.
Watching.
We could go around the country.
Is the eye contact necessary, Dylan?
Yeah.
It makes it more personable.
Don't break it. Stop blinking. I'm almost there.
Who's talking? Shut up, bitch.
Put it back in your mouth.
It is. It's like, you can have a perfectly good conversation with it. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Okay, so this went from, let's expand our horizons to...
Let's get a bang bus.
Bus bangers.
Yeah.
Hey, you seem lost.
Okay, I've got it.
I've done run out of gas.
We'll get a van and we'll paint it like a taxi, right? And we'll pick up people, and then they can audition for...
Taxi Cabin Confessions.
No, they can audition for things we want to make. And we can call it Casting Cab.
Wow. It's like a lightning bolt at the tip of my penis.
That's not a rip-off of anything.
No. Taxi Car Confessionals.
It's
way different. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always banger bus.
The ultimate goal would be a late night show. Like a
Strassman without the puppets.
Yeah. Like a Letterman.
And it's funny.
Letterman type show.
Oh man, that'd be so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Have you the Merv Griffin show episode in Seinfeld?
Oh yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we're gonna go for a break now. It's just start eating chips and drinking pizza and shit.
I love that ep. It's one of my favorites of all time.
Hey, where are you up to on Sopranos?
Mid season 4.
Brilliant.
Yep. I haven't watched it in a little while. I was gonna watch some
3.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bang some out tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good.
So good.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of shit lately because what the fuck else do I have to do?
That's it.
Yeah, no, but it's good. I'm here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you got it before you jump?
Before you jump, set some goals. Make a dream list.
Nice.
And don't sleep on that shitty $200 van. Because it could be a banger. Oh man, I love you guys. It's good to be alive and bring on 2023. It's going to be very good. I'm so happy to. You stopped, right?
No.
Oh.
I keep going to push stop and you keep talking.
Because usually you just stop it. You're like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, but then you're like,
okay, on 3, 2. Is it on my one or is it after one? Is it 3, 2, 1 and then stop or?
quick, otherwise Darren the hitchhiker is going to come into this, like that message I sent you.
What's that?
Darren the hitchhiker is going to come into this if you don't hurry.
Before you jump, thank you everyone for supporting me, man. I honestly, I'm just happy to be alive. Hug your loved ones. Fucking live life like it's your last day, but don't make it your last day. Make some goals. Look forward. Don't look in that rear view. Rip that motherfucker off.
Yeah.
And enjoy your life, man. Because it's not all doom and gloom. Climb out of that hole.
Yeah.
Not all holes are bad though.
Yeah.
Before you jump, analyze that hole.
The pen is blue.
You should have stopped ages ago.
The pen is blue.